All right, welcome back to Two Song Podcast. This is Chris.
And this is Cam.
And this is a show where we try and sort every song ever into one of two categories, either a love song
Or a fight song.
Yep, exactly right.
And this is episode 117 of our show.
Yeah, and that little intro that you just heard is from a couple of things, it turns out, but most recently the one we're going to focus on is Billie Eilish, the song, not the artist.
Right.
Billie Eilish is the title of a new hit single by Armani White. And when I say hit, I mean like viral. And to me, this is one of those things where like the memes will say when you look up the TikTok sound and it's like a really great picture, and then be like the rest of the song, and it's not as like flattering of a picture. I mean, this is one just because I think the hook is so catchy, and people are just obsessed with it. And I don't know that everybody's as obsessed with the rest of the song, but yeah, the song Billie Eilish by the artist Armani White.
Right. Very cool.
It's kind of a catchy, like twirly, like something about the like off kilter intro. Like it's such a weird little part, man.
Yeah, and it sounds like Eastern music to me.
I think that's actually what it is. It's a good pick, good catch.
Nice. Thank you.
And there's like a little bit where he like says something right before the song fully starts. But as I was like seeing people explain it online, he had this song and he had this idea, but the idea included a sample, the instrumental part, the intro that we're talking about, that he didn't have rights to. And I think, as I understand the mythology of the history, of this behind the music, that Billie Eilish fans liked the song. Then Billie Eilish got a hold of it.
Oh, wow.
Then the fans, multiplied. The fans are crazy. If Billie does something, we all do it, And so she got a hold of it, and all the fans that were not just plugged in were like, oh my gosh, Billie said this because the fan said this. And it kind of feeds into it like, I'm a fan and I want to prove to my favorite artist that I know everything about them. And some of us got to do that because we showed her that song or whatever. And so these people started freaking out, and eventually the sample got released. They're like, fine, if it's going to be a hit, use the sample.
Oh, wow. Man.
Yeah, pretty neat.
That's cool. I didn't know all of that, and I was kind of thinking, doesn't it kind of feel like this guy's just using Billie's name to go viral? And I mean, maybe he was. I guess it doesn't really matter because Billie was okay with it. Everyone's just like, yeah, that's cool. Sounds good.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking it's like a little bit of a success story to be like, this is the idea I have. And everybody's like, ooh, it's probably not going to work. And then you just go, I don't want to change it. I don't want to take any notes. I wrote the song. I think it's gonna work. I think it's what it is. And everybody's like, I hope it works. And it ended up working.
Wow, yeah.
That's cool. But I do like what you said. He's like, let me think. Trying to get the right syllables. Oh, this is something that's popular,
Yeah.
It'd be like if somebody, and this happens pretty regularly, but the first example I thought of was like if someone was a new up-and-coming rapper and they were like, you know what, let me just say, I freestyle way better than the Island Boys, diss the Island Boys, blah, 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 try and clout trout or coattail them.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody did that. Maybe we haven't heard of it yet, but yeah, you're onto something to be stylish. Billie Eilish,
Yeah, cool. Also, who are we to talk? Some of our most streamed episodes are about Billie Eilish songs. So.
Yep, you're right. That's true.
Yeah, so I guess I'm all for it.
Same.
And you want to hear this chorus?
Yes, I'm very interested in this chorus. It's the moment. It's so catchy, it's almost annoying. So yes, I'm pumped for it.
Cool. Yeah, let's hear it.
See what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's crazy catchy.
Yeah, it does sound very good.
It's such a cheat code, or just someone who's a fan of pop music, just so plugged in to be like, what do people like? They like things that, they like syllables that mesh nicely. More than that, they like rhymes. People seem to love when the music drops out and there's this dramatic moment, and he has all that in one chorus. I mean, right when he starts, there's the music goes away, and then Glock tucked. It just hits so unbelievably hard. Glock tucked, big t-shirt. And it's oh man, cool.
Yeah, and all of the syllables are really there too.
Yeah.
Something I appreciate in a rapper. Like you're not missing any of it. The Glock tucked does happen so fast that I didn't like register both of those words and know what they meant until I saw it typed out. But
Same.
It just enunciates super clearly.
Yeah, I was trying to tell, like, did he have like an island accent, like a British accent? Because I honestly was like, okay, so it's like street wear, it's like urban, like fashion, you know? It's like blacktop, like I'm walking on the blacktop.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, blacktop, a big t-shirt, I get it, Billie Eilish, and then it was like Glock tucked. What the heck? That's not the lyrics.
Yeah. I was thinking blacktop like a convertible.
Oh.
Similar imagery.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then for a minute when I was like, does he have an accent? I was like, dude, what is blacktop slang for, like, across the pond? What am I missing? You know?
Yeah.
I've been getting kind of into UK rap, and so more than a white kid from the suburbs that can barely keep up with rap, and now I'm into rap with a whole different slang than I've heard in public schools.
Yeah.
I'm just always like, what is, anyway.
And you know, it's a song about style, so maybe he's just talking about a dark blouse.
Oh yeah, black top. Yeah, yeah, that's what the t-shirt is.
I guess that's a little repetitive.
The songs do that a lot. Speaking of repetitive, the hook is so good it comes twice in this one chorus.
Right, and he sets it up well for that. Too with where is it? Oh, Run That Back.
Yeah, you're right. Run That Back is said a couple of times to where it's exactly like that, to be like, you're saying that as a lyric and you're directing the song, like conducting the orchestra too.
Right, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And the way he says that, to me, Run That Back is similar to like Glock Tucked. Like it just, I don't know, you said his enunciation and you're right on. He just has a way that makes even kind of regular words catchy.
Yeah.
And I was telling you, and I'll say it bears repeating, that the other stuff that Spotify recommends from him so far is gold. I think this is his hit. This is a viral sensation, but it's not even his best song. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan already.
Yeah, you played me one before we started recording. Yeah, I think he's super talented just based on that song and you know, some of the stuff in this song, and it reminded me of like some of the really big ones like Tyler, the Creator, and Andre 3000.
Yes. Oh man. Yeah.
Or whatever he's called these days.
Yeah. Dang. Well, the chorus is, I mean, I would love it if the first time someone heard that chorus was through us. I think that'd be so cool, but it's everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't unlock my phone without seeing it. And you and I were talking about this too. Even the art, the visualizer on Spotify is TikToks, it seems, from this sound.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool TikTok trend. It was a pretty neat transition.
And it seems like it's like cycling through different ones, which is cool.
That is really cool. But I say all that to say that the chorus is kind of the chorus, and then it comes so much we don't need to analyze it because it'll be back again. It's fun. Every time we hear it, it's just fun.
Yeah. Nice. So let's hear the verse.
Yeah, let's hear this first verse.
Cool. Okay.
Man. It's almost like he's one of those rappers that can switch up the flow. Like it's a little bit more sing-song in the verse, and it's a little bit more, it's like a different accent. Like I don't think he has an accent. It's just like some words maybe sound like it. I don't know, it's hard to explain.
Yeah, I'm curious where he's from. But yeah, and I love how he comes in with put it in perspective, and he kind of like rolls it all together somehow.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
And similar to Run That Back, it's like it's like a lyric and also not a lyric. It's like a lyric and then, you know, in a script when stage direction is in like parentheses, I guess. Parentheses and italics maybe.
Yeah.
Saying that part out loud. But it sounds cool. Like he does it good.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, because that's what he's doing with the verse, I guess.
Yo, how about this? What if he got Billie's endorsement? And by the way, he got signed off of the song. Like he has a record deal now because this song's so big.
Wow.
Because so many people were behind it. But I was sitting here thinking, fantasizing on his behalf, what if he now has like chipped off a piece of Billie Eilish's fan base, not even to like keep it, but just to be like open up their eyes to something else, and he gets a deal with Uber Eats. Like what month is it? Like what if when the Super Bowl comes out, there's an Uber Eats commercial and he's in it, you know?
or just the song.
Yeah. How awesome would that be?
Yeah, it'd be huge for him.
But I don't call, I just text it.
I know, it's an ad.
It's one of those though, like a lot of rap songs, I can appreciate it and I like how it sounds, like how fast it is, but I'm a little bummed I'll never be able to do the song at karaoke, you know? I mean, there's so many things that I can't say and wouldn't say, but it's just like I don't think the chorus is that offensive in the grand scheme of rap, and I think it's so catchy, but then the verses to me are like, it's not as nice and wholesome, I guess, come the verse.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's also a Lexus ad.
Yep.
Point that out too.
I noticed that. I think they're pretty picky. I wonder if they would be, I mean, who knows them? Like, they might want to work with them too. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I think this song's really interesting in terms of structure because this could almost be called just a half a verse, but the lyrics break it up in two different sections for one, and then two, the next part is so different. Like stylistically, there's all those like falsettos, and it like keeps going back to that well over and over again. It's just weird to have it like my intro is an intro, but it kind of bleeds into the chorus, and then two verses with nothing. Like that's just not done. That's not common.
Right. And as many times as we get the chorus, and as short as the song is, it's kind of surprising to see him not break up those verses with just like another chorus.
Yeah.
Could have been, easily a 2-minute song.
Yeah, you're right, because the chorus flies by, and the song is insanely short.
Yeah. And it seems like he likes to do that. I saw he has a few that are just over a minute.
Yep.
Which, maybe he's on something.
I know, when I saw this song was that short, I was a little bummed, and then I thought, whoa, what am I, like a record exec? Like, who do I don't care. It was so weird. It was a weird feeling.
I don't make the rules.
I was like, dude, why, your song's too short. And then I'm like, says who? Says who? Like, he's blue checked everywhere, and he's on Def Jam Records, and he's like, hey, you're an idiot, dude. My song's 1:39 seconds. Look at all it did.
Yeah.
So
look at all the millions of people that are with it.
Yeah. I was just like, And like you said, maybe he's on something. Maybe that's the future. Maybe it's like, who's got 2 minutes? Who's got 3 minutes? Like, whoa. Songs can't be 3 minutes ever again. They gotta be 2, but really we like 1.5.
Right.
Crazy. But I suppose you can make the argument that it's, kind of for like short attention spans.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is true, but it seems like it is, that like younger people have shorter and shorter attention spans. And I think, technology plays a role in that. Maybe even specifically TikTok, but
I think definitely TikTok, yeah. But you know what though? I think social media a lot of times gets blamed for stuff like it did this to us, or it created this. And it's like, no. In my opinion, it just made it easier for something that was already a piece of human nature.
Yeah. Plus, like, we made it as well. So.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
that's what you were gonna say.
Should have said that. Darn. I was gonna say that it's always ironic to me that the blind spot whenever people talk about, for example, folks our relative ages, even people younger, they'll be like, y'all are just so impatient. Your generation can't wait on anything. Your generation wants everything now. And I'm like, your generation invented the microwave. So your generation started it. Your generation raised us this way. And now we've got people out here making 1 minute 39-second songs, but the only part they even care about, it seems, is 10 seconds. You know?
Yeah.
So, again, like who's to say? And like you said, I don't make the rules, and it seems like there are no rules. No one makes the rules anymore.
Yeah, because on the opposite side, I've been listening to more jam bands lately. I saw an Allman Brothers tribute recently here in Macon, Trouble No More. And just kind of they have a live set on Echo Sessions, which is at Echo Mountain Studios, where the Avery Brothers also record some demos and stuff, and it's in the their documentary. But several like jam bands have full sets on this YouTube channel recorded at Echo Mountain. And so I've just been listening to those a lot. And so people are still kind of doing the opposite end of the spectrum. It's just like way too long of a song.
There's always that. There's always going to be somebody that goes, like looks over, is like, what are they doing? Good to know. I just want to know because I'm running this way. And every time a medium is like one-upped or replaced by a new medium, it seems like the original can revert to another form, maybe even its purest form. Like when TV replaced radio, everybody's like, oh, radio's done. What are you, a fool? You like radio? And radio is like, yeah, we're done with stories and soap operas and science fiction. We're just music. Radio's just music. And then you could say the same thing like then TV came to take over movies. You know, movies were in black and white, and originally, obviously, everybody knows they didn't have sound. So when TVs came out, it was like, oh boy, you better watch out movies. And movies were like, whoa, we just started doing color. TVs are black and white. TV's not lame. TV's fleeting. And then it allowed, kind of like what you're saying, movies to be more pure. Like whenever movies wanted to try and steal TV's market, they realized it wasn't going to work. So like, make a 2.5 hour movie.
Right.
Make a 3 hour movie. The people that love movies are going to come. And the people that don't care as much and just want to watch TV will watch TV.
Yeah, and spend more money on making a movie and you know, put more effort into it and make it a better experience.
Big time. Yeah, and for the longest time, you could tell there was a marked difference between people that were making 45 minutes of content every week and someone that took 4 years to make 2 hours.
Yeah.
It was staggering. And recently that gap was closed, obviously.
So Disney
and HBO.
Oh yeah.
Like a lot of the ones that would do like an hour-long movie for every episode. But yeah, so what? So there'll be people that seek out longer music to be like, honestly, it's not good for my like focus and my day and my attention span. So the next song will be like starting every couple minutes. I want something longer and I can just kind of listen and enjoy it and sit back.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's do this first two. Like,
yeah,
gotta keep this moving, dude. Our attention spans are short. Just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, maybe ours aren't.
Wow, see what I mean? Like the verses are just not as wholesome.
Yeah, definitely. And verse 2 is a very different feeling than verse 1. The words are a little bit more harsh or like violent and like crude, but it's like also more fun and like energetic and like bouncy or something.
Yes, yeah, I would say so. And by the way, who cares that they're not as wholesome? I was just making that point because it's like I see people like changing. I don't see people changing, but the transition is to cut out the changing and then be like, a different outfit.
Right.
And to me, it's like on verse 2, 30's in the clip, these akimbos. It's like the most basic, harmless 19-year-old like college freshman being like, and I have this cute fit. And it's just like, do you really know anything about the rest of the song? It'd be like a guy going to work. He'll be like working from home, having my first day back in the office. He'll be in a suit, adjusting his tie. And I'm like, guy, let me just, it's not a big deal, but you be throwing cash in the strip. So I'm like, guy, you're going to work. It's just crazy. That's always been the argument with people that aren't, you know, in this culture and about this life or whatever the phrase is, being like, I love that song. And it's like, all right, be careful.
Yeah, I guess that's okay now, you know, for millions of people to make videos about it on TikTok.
I think so. I mean, yeah, and in a way, it's cool. I'm not mad that that stigma's gone away, or that there's like a little bit of we can tell you're not sincere kind of thing.
Right.
I like that. That's kind of melted away, but it's just so funny to me because I fixate on the choruses as fun as the verses are, and then to be like, man, I kind of like the meme being like the TikTok sound, and like, what's the song? You look it up and you go, ooh, you know, like, say if you're a kid, like you love the TikTok sound, you're on TikTok and you're like, ooh, my parents can't hear this. My parents can hear the sound, but not the rest of the song.
Right.
I don't know. But yeah, I agree with you that this second verse is very fun. I do get a little tiny bit tired of the like rooster call falsetto.
Yeah, same.
But I do like the last line, pillow talking about me like I'm asleep. That is just, to me, so funny. Or the next to last line.
Right.
That's funny.
Yeah, and even though it is so short and quick, you can tell like he's clever and and like not taking himself too seriously with all those rooster call sounds. And,
yeah.
He's having fun. So I doubt that he cares either that like, you know, a bunch of teenagers and white guys going to work are using his sound. I'm sure he can appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, yeah. Especially if the story's to be believed, that it's all Billie Eilish fans that put him on in the way they did.
Yeah.
In a way, that's his audience too. That's his demo. Oh, that's funny. That's very funny. High school age girls that beg their parents for Air Force Ones are now Armani White's biggest fans also.
Yeah.
Oh, well. And that's awesome, and good for them. Good for him too.
Right. Yeah. Certainly.
Yeah, fun. And we were not talking about this, but we were thinking about it because the choruses start the song. In the song, you had said that why not give us another one in between the verses? It's so weird that this next part of the bridge is kind of the chorus. It's like
it's like a half of a chorus.
In like a mutated version. It's cool. It's almost like for a song this short, 3 choruses is not overkill. But when you think about how the hook is twice per chorus, it's like, wow, that's already 4.
Yeah.
Maybe do something different on the bridge. You know?
Yeah. Can you give us like a different version of that? Because it sounds so good, but like, you know, change it up.
Yeah, but it's a lot. So I wonder if this is like a final draft. I wonder if like if it was just chorus, verse, and then a double chorus, and then somebody was like,
it's too short. You gotta get it above a minute.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, stretch it out just a little. Yeah. Should we hear this bridge? I kind of like the bridge.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so not only is it like sonically different, and then there's like an effect on his voice, and the music is not the same, but the hook survives, but the other lyrics surrounding it are just different enough.
Right.
And again, another one that it's like, you know, not everybody can sing this one out loud.
He uses Now It's Silent again, which I guess is a little bit different. Oh yeah, in the chorus it's when I pull up it's silent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the regular chorus it seems like he's either talking about his car, or his Glock. A silence Glock is kind of interesting, but I don't know. It seems like it's something different here. But like just referring to his name.
It's referring to his name where?
In the bridge when he says Now It's Silent.
You know what's so crazy? I thought that about the chorus. I thought talking crazy when I pull up it's silent. Like that thing when people go like, he's right there, and they stop right as you walk up, you know?
Yeah.
But in other songs he does reference to Tesla pretty heavily.
Oh snap, so his car might be silent.
It might be silent. And honestly, not that I'm anti-Glock, but the best type of Glock is a silent Glock.
Oh.
Meaning one that's not being fired at anybody
Sure.
or anything. So it's like interesting. Maybe he's saying like, I pull up people know better than talk about me. Maybe he's saying all three. No one talks about me when I get there, or they, I don't know, like don't want to talk to me or can't talk to me anymore. My car's silent and I don't even have to. I mean, I have it, but I don't even have to.
Yeah, it's tucked.
Yeah, I got that thing, but I don't have to make it talk. I can just
Wow.
keep it silent. I don't know, but I think
Cool.
it is definitely, he like really drives that home. Or they're talking crazy about my name now. It's silent
Mm-hmm.
in the bridge.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I like that most of all of the three.
Oh.
And then I like two that it could be all three.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. And then we run that back again. So he's kind of resetting for one more chorus.
Yeah, the only thing that's weird to me about, oh well, hold up. Oh dang. Maybe I'm just searching, like fishing for references, but Mile High works with the reference about like not being better than first class and being the pilot,
Right.
but it doesn't really work in the bridge except, are you ready? This might be again too much, but propped up
Oh yeah.
like a propeller plane. Is that stupid? Because sometimes they're remote enough and touristy enough destinations on Earth that you can only take a smaller plane.
Ooh, like an island.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, cool.
But I don't know.
I like that a lot.
Well, thank you. Dang. And then we've arrived already back at the chorus.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. One more time.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Jeez. It just ends, doesn't it? Just abrupt.
Yeah, there's kind of like an echo of the last clap or whatever.
Yeah, it's not even a syllable. It's just a percussion effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, the clap just goes like 5 times. I like that kind of stuff because, I don't know, I'm weird. I like sounds. I like being like say you move a piece of furniture, your house sounds different. Your room is different. It's like, cool, dude. It's different in here.
Yeah.
But have you ever been someplace like with like a cement walkway and then brick walls and you clap, it does the exact thing. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, the clap sounds weird. Like only the harshest part for some reason like bounces back at you, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I didn't need to clap 5 times, just 1 time.
Yeah, I feel like a tin building, like tin siding, can contribute to that too.
Ooh,
Right?
tin does do that. That's a good point.
Like that.
Yeah. When I was in kindergarten, we had this teacher who wanted us to all go outside and like experiment with echoes. So she had us all like trying to make noise and get an echo going, and she knew where to do it. And there was a church right beside our elementary school. She had us line up all in a line like we would for everything. The class line up with the leader and the alphabetical actually. And we were all going to turn and face this brick wall and yell hello, and then hear the echo.
Yeah.
And we did it. We said hello, and this one girl, I won't say her name. Well, I'll say her first. Her name was Rachel. She did the echo. She just screamed hello after we all said it, and she got in trouble. She actually failed kindergarten. It's sad. She got held back, but my teacher was just like, "Don't do that. You can't. That's not how that works." She told her like, "Everybody's gonna do it again," and she was kind of like, "Don't say it again. Just say hello with the rest of us, or if you can't, don't say anything." So we did it, and there was a cool echo.
Ooh.
It was like asphalt, and then just like right into the asphalt, no yard bricks. It was awesome. But that memory is affected by that hilarious part. She just didn't get it. She didn't understand the assignment.
So you think it was like she didn't realize what she was supposed to be doing until everyone else did it, and then she did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. That's what I hope. I hope she wasn't trying to be like, nah, I'm gonna do it. Nobody will know. They'll think it was the echo.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. Yeah, I think with that, because I was thinking about why is this cut so short? Like it's not really. There's a little bit of a like fading out echo thing. Dang, dude. Well, the song's already over.
I know. Yeah.
But I still like it. I listened to it probably 40 times. I'm still into
Yeah,
it.
it's easy to listen to it a lot.
Yeah. Dang, and good for him. For something about the sample and where these lyrics and the melody, because he's a more melodic rapper than a lot of rappers, especially today. Like his peers have got to think he's doing the most. But everything that he's chosen is like right in his range, just all so pleasing to me.
Mm.
And like his accent, the way he talks, like some of these syllables in the second verse especially is just like, oh dude, nice. Like he just picked things that made a hit. I'm gonna say we're guaranteed for a hit, but you're never guaranteed, but just like he engineered a hit kind of.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I can't for the life of me remember who went first last time. Do you have a preference?
Neither. I think I did actually.
You went first last time. That's right. No, yep. I thought about it. I don't want to go first. All right, check it. I think that this song is so short. It's so fun. Kind of like him saying to us, "You got to get what I'm telling you quick. I just don't have time. I'm not messing around with you not understanding the message. I'm just busy." He's pretending he's a pilot. Maybe he is a pilot. I doubt it. But he's like, I'm not even in first class. I'm the pilot. Like, I need to be in control, and I also need to be like in the best seat. And when I get somewhere, if there's a crowd, they don't have anything to say. They don't press me. They don't want to bother me. So like, he lets us know right away that he knows that he's stylish or well dressed, and that he is carrying, but it's in a big t-shirt, so you don't know for sure. You won't be able to see it's hidden. And like that idea of big t-shirt and being stylish is like, oh yeah, that's like having a resurgence, like the 90s when everybody wore beefy tees that were all boxy. It's like Billie Eilish and a couple other people have brought that like street style. We'll shout her out.
Yeah.
But the verses are really quick, being like, I'm not going to bail somebody out. I spend time with girls, but it's not that serious. I got them, but they don't got me. I think it's so braggadocious and so in your face and so gets stuck in your head. He's being like, yeah, remember me, talk about my name and say crazy stuff about it, but I'll never think of you again. I enjoy the song, but I'm out. I gotta get signed, I gotta get famous, I gotta get paid, and good for him. So I think it's a fight song. I think he sounds like a cool guy. He sounds fun. The song is catchy, but his lyrics are kind of like threatening in a way, and just like, I won't do anything to you necessarily, but just also respect that I won't, and trust me and don't mess with me.
Yeah.
So I think it's a fight song.
Cool. Yeah, I think he talks about, well, we've done a lot of songs that are kind of like turning this genre on its head and like not using some of the same themes and tropes and ideas and not talking about like violence and not talking about carrying. We've done some that certainly does. But this guy, it's interesting because he's doing that and he's young. And he is being braggadocious and tough and like kind of trying, at least in this song, trying to convey like, don't mess with me. People don't mess with me, say no better, and then it's better to keep my name out their mouth when I roll up. But I also said that he doesn't take himself too seriously. So he seems to be having fun, especially in the second verse. And the choruses are so fun. And although Billie is very like alternative and unique, she's also like young and white and one of the most popular artists in the world. So he's like not too cool to like bring up something like that and kind of use her name.
Whoa.
and like give her some respect too, because he's shouting out her and her style. So I just really like that about him, and a lot of what you said kind of made me think that. But I agree, is like fast and bouncy and quick moving, as the different parts are, and using some of those old school hip hop themes and ideas and talking about how tough he is. I agree, and I also have to say fight song.
Nice. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think he wrote a lot of good stuff. I didn't even think of that, but you're right. He is kind of like down to earth in a way, or just like maybe even not like has a big circle and everybody's close, but like I like the people I like. How about that?
Yeah.
I like people I like. Don't worry about it. That's cool. Yeah, and it is. You're right. Fun and balancing. Nice.
Cool.
Cool. Well, there you have it. I mean, like I said, it'd be cool to me. It'd be so fun if this is a new song to people. People like, oh man, where have I been? Don't feel bad. Stuff can go like stupid popular in a few hours. I mean, it's just weird with the technology at our fingertips. It's crazy. So if you didn't know the song, they'll be like, oh man, I'm living under a rock. It's like, well, not really. Like it only came out in May of 2022, so we're not too far away. And I think it had like a real grassroots movement before that. So
yeah. And if you haven't had any time to sit and look at TikTok, then like you're probably hopefully busy living life anyways. So.
Yeah, good point.
Well, yeah, thank y'all so much for listening.
Exactly. Thank you. We appreciate you. Hope y'all have fun with this one. We sure did.
Yeah, we did.
Cam, thank you, dude.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Of course.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
And we'll talk to y'all next week.